Nestled in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains, the Stanley Hotel appears as a beacon of beauty and history, but beneath its charming facade lies a mystery, a haunted secret that has gripped the imaginations of visitors for over a century. Welcome to the Stanley Hotel, the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, a place where luxury and the supernatural collide. Our journey begins in 1909, when inventor Freelan Oscar Stanley built the hotel after recovering from tuberculosis in the clear mountain air of Estes Park, Colorado. Designed as a retreat for the rich and elite, the Stanley Hotel was the epitome of Gilded Age opulence. But from the very start, there were whispers of something more, something lurking in the shadows of its grand halls. Stanley himself was a man of science, not superstition. Yet today, it is his spirit, along with others, who are said to haunt this iconic hotel, creating a paradox between the rational and the unknown. In 1974, Stephen King and his wife Tabitha arrived at the Stanley Hotel for a one-night stay. It was the end of the season, and they were the only guests in the massive, empty building. As King explored the hallways, he couldn't shake a sense of dread. He later described feeling as though the hotel was alive, a silent observer watching his every move. That night, King had a vivid nightmare. In it, his young son was being chased down the corridors of the hotel by a fire hose. King awoke in a sweat, stepped outside to smoke a cigarette on the balcony, and in that moment, The Shining was born. Of all the rooms in the Stanley, none is more famous, or more feared, than room 217. This is where King stayed, and it's where the strangest occurrences happen. The legend of room 217 began long before King's visit, in 1911, when a housekeeper named Elizabeth Wilson was nearly killed in an explosion while lighting lanterns during a storm. Wilson survived, but her spirit is said to still linger. Guests have reported waking up to find their luggage unpacked, their clothes neatly folded, and lights turning on and off by themselves. Others have felt a presence sitting on the edge of the bed, as though someone, something, was watching them sleep. It's not just room 217 that's haunted. Guests and staff alike have reported sightings of Freelan Oscar Stanley himself, appearing as a tall, distinguished figure dressed in turn-of-the-century clothing. He is often seen in the hotel's lobby or near the bar, surveying the building he created as though still its vigilant overseer. But it's not only F.O. Stanley who remains. His wife, Flora, is said to haunt the hotel's music room. Guests have heard the soft, melancholic notes of a piano playing late into the night, long after the room has been locked and empty. Another focal point of the Stanley's haunted history is the concert hall. Built to entertain guests, it's now home to a different kind of performance. Paul, a former maintenance worker, is one of the hall's most active spirits. He's known for his stern warnings. Guests have heard him whisper, "Get out," when they linger too long in the building after hours. Then there's Lucy, a spirit believed to be that of a young woman who was found squatting in the hotel before her tragic death. Visitors have reported seeing her in the basement of the concert hall, often appearing in photos, her figure slightly translucent, her expression sorrowful. But perhaps the most unsettling reports come from the hotel's fourth floor, once the servants' quarters and a place where children would play. Guests have heard giggles, running footsteps, and even the occasional knock on their door, only to find no one there. In some cases, guests have even felt small, cold hands tugging at their clothes or bed linens as if children were playing tricks on them from beyond the grave. Today, the Stanley Hotel embraces its haunted legacy. Visitors from around the world come not just for the stunning views but for the chance to encounter something supernatural. The hotel offers ghost tours, and many paranormal investigators have spent nights here, hoping to capture proof of the otherworldly. From disembodied voices caught on tape to sudden temperature drops, the Stanley's guests often leave with more than they bargained for, a story of their own to tell. While The Shining was not filmed at the Stanley, the hotel's influence is unmistakable. The eerie, empty halls King experienced are mirrored in the Overlook Hotel's chilling atmosphere. Fans of the book and film make pilgrimages here, drawn by the allure of stepping into the place where King's terrifying vision was born. So, is the Stanley Hotel truly haunted, or is it simply a place where imagination runs wild in the isolation of the mountains? For over a century, visitors have come seeking luxury, and left with tales of the unexplained. The Stanley Hotel remains a place where the line between the living and the dead feels all too thin. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is certain: the Stanley Hotel will leave you with chills, long after you've left its haunted halls. If you enjoyed exploring the haunted halls of the Stanley Hotel and diving into the chilling history behind its ghostly legends, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. We have plenty more mysteries, haunted locations, and spine-tingling stories to share, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a frightful tale. What other haunted places would you like us to explore? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, Some places never really let you leave.